Who, what, where, when, why is it going on, folks? Will Turbin here for Big Mike. Almost caught it. Real news. Guys, get this feed out here. We have an excellent guest. You know, a lot of people have heroes. Some people have heroes like Tom Brady. Well, guess what, guys? My heroes, they don't wear Uggs. Not one of my heroes has ever worn Uggs. Okay? This man that I'm about to bring on right now, my friend Avi here, this guy's a true hero. We've had people, you know, I'm just going to bring him on. We're going to bring him on here. And we've talked to Avi before. This man here is a true hero. He is literally gutting folks out of prison who were there illegally. He's actually freed people from enslavement. He's like the male, good-looking Harriet Tubman. He's bringing these people out of their slavery to freedom. So, guys, I know I just had an incredible video with Adam Kokesh. I know that. I know I just confronted all these other people. I told him. They got guap. Yeah, I hate tyrants too. I need you guys to get this video out. This video is one of the most important videos I've ever done because we're talking to a true hero here that doesn't wear Uggs. And I know this guy's a little bit humble and a little bit modest, which is fine, but we're going to get him to start off by talking about himself a little bit. So, Avi, welcome to the show. And why don't you start us at the beginning of this journey? Because you're somebody that's taken people who were incarcerated illegally and you freed them. How did you get from where you are now today, one of my heroes, to from where you started? How did this all begin?
Well, it happened when I was caught up in a crime that I didn't commit myself. I ended up going into prison for the crime. And because I didn't have the resources or the people to help me out or the advocates, I was basically stuck in there. I had nobody. I had to fight for myself and amends to myself when I was in there. In the process of being in there, I say that it was God's gift because I didn't really belong in there, but I was in there to oversee what was going on in the inside. And I actually saw people that was there for wrongfully convicted, guys that have 50 years already in the prison, 25 years to do for murder, for I seen all type of things in there. And what happened was that I saw that I was like one of the guys that was, to be released, and these guys were never coming home. So I had to come up with an idea to how to help these brothers out that don't have nobody in the prison system. And it started with Robert Acosta Angeles, the doctor, which you interviewed at Live and Direct when you came over here with you guys. And it started with him that I used to see this man always crying in the corner, crying at night, late at night when nobody knew, but I see, because I was close to him. And I decided to speak to him, and he finally broke out, showed me his minutes, and he told me, listen, I'm here 27 years. I tried every remedy in the world. I wrote everybody. I'm here for dead. I have nobody doing anything for me, and I'm here for dead. I said, listen, I'm going to get you out. Have trust in me. I got a Jewish lawyer that's going to get you out. He'll be here this week to see you. And sure enough, Zaki from Tamir Law Group came up that week, saw him, brought him down. I just had got a letter from the governor saying I was pardoned. So I came out of there. And the idea was when I came out to start something that is not just for wrongfully convicted, but for people advocating for the prison system. There's abuse and a lot of things going on in there. So I figured I'd come home, and this was my first start. I got the guy exonerated, and I continue to fight. I continue to fight.
So tell people about this story. We have the full video up on Auditing America. We did the interview in your studio there. Tell people a little, just briefly about his story. People are really curious, definitely go over there. But just tell people about, this guy was in jail for 27 years for a crime that he did not commit. Tell people a little bit about that.
Well, this guy, his name is Dr. Robert Acosta. He came from Santo Domingo. He was the politician over there as well. And he came to New York to try to explore, to be a doctor this way, to see what was going on in this side of the world. And apparently, that same time, he was wrongfully convicted for murders, racketeering, guns, all type of things. He ended up doing the exact 27 years before he was actually exonerated when I met him, and, we got him out. And we continue to fight, man. We continue to fight, Will. And you came to the shop. You saw what the office is, Live and Direct is about. You interview the wrongfully convicted in office with Mr. America, and you guys know that this is truth. This ain't it's no game, man. This is incarcerated lives matter, man.
Well, absolutely, and injustice, as Martin Luther King Jr. said, and I see Jeremy Taylor in the chat talking about
yes.
talking about how Kokesh is mainstream media. Well, I'll take your questions about that. I'm curious what that even means. But injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. And what we have here is we have lock her up Hillary Clinton, still free after a whole Trump administration. We have some guy recently just got released to jail. He was serving, I believe it was almost a life sentence for 9 years because he supposedly stole an iron. And one of the things that is most interesting, but pretty almost self-explanatory, when we interviewed Doctor there, Dr. Acosta, the interesting thing I found is, even though everybody kind of knows that the justice system is screwed up here, the most sad thing about it is he lost everybody. Nobody believes you. When the government says something about you, even if it's not right, that shit sticks. That shit sticks. And can you imagine? This is just a quick reminder for everybody. You got to support your people, right? Because
definitely.
Because this is crazy. Like, they could lie about me and send me to jail at any moment, right? They could call me a baby murderer or anything at any moment. And it's so sad because you lose everybody. And that's the time you need the people the most. And, a lot of these people are in there for nonviolent drug offenses. They shouldn't be there in the first place. We got Sirhan in jail. We got Edward Snowden still outside of this country. We got Ross Ulbricht, all these other people. But Trump's not pardoning them. That we're gonna pardon Paul Manafort and all these other people. That's ridiculous. And I'm no fan of Joe Biden either. You guys know I don't like any of those guys. I'm a political atheist. But talk about it from you being in there and also you going in there, and you're also part of a group that would go in there. You guys would spend time with the inmates that you didn't even know, put money in their commissary. For the people that aren't in there, put yourself in their shoes. Tell people what it's like, especially when the government says it's true. It must be true. You must be a drug dealer. You must be a murderer. Talk a little bit about what it's like on the inside there for the brothers and sisters that are incarcerated. Many of them unconstitutionally, illegally. I mean, don't forget George Washington, the guy that's on the cover of this Constitution. He smoked weed. He grew weed himself. How many thousands of millions of people are in jail right now for weed? I actually watched a documentary last night, a video last night, and there were signs up in Las Vegas from like the 60s, 70s, 80s. Marijuana, possession, 20 years, sale, life in jail. So to talk about the plight of the individuals that are now being locked away in cages in modern day updated slavery.
Well, that right now when there people, like you said, people think that correctional officers, everybody is the best of the best. I'm not gonna say that every correctional officer, police officer, it's on the wrong side. You have good ones, but in there, people don't know, man, that they get abused by the guards. The guards have sometimes when these gentlemen go into SHU special housing unit where they have to be fed by the police officers. Sometimes because the police officers don't like who they are, they decide to skip their cell. They don't eat for the day. Or they might not eat for the mall. They might not eat those 3 meals for the day because you're in the box. You have no access to help, no advocates to help you, and you're stuck there. But there's a lot of things that go into these prisons that it's a lot of abuse with the correctionals, the injustice that's going in there, the slavery on the programs. You're paying people 18 cents an hour to work in these vocationals that are making license plates from Auburn, New York. They're making this from New York. Walk Hill's making the glasses, the optical, which making all these contracts in New York, and you're paying these guys 18 cents an hour. So there's a lot of things that go on in there that people don't know or they don't believe that go on in there, but it's happening, man. It's a lot of abuse, there's a lot of injustice, a lot of wrongfully convicted them, and there's a lot of brothers and sisters that did their crimes, but they feel that enough is enough. They want to learn their lesson, they want to come out, they want to become family people, and they don't get that chance because once you come out and you're a felon, you can't go nowhere. Jobs don't want you with a felony and stuff like that. So you make it hard for them to come out here and get jobs and stuff. So we help them. So we help them now. When you come out, listen, we just sent parole clothes to Easton for some brothers coming home from over there, and we help them with jobs. And if they don't have a place to stay, they come to Live and Direct. We have a place to stay in there, and they stay in here until we get them on their feet because we don't want these brothers to go back into the prison, man. The prison is not where it's at.
And I want to talk about a few other things here too. But while we're here and while you guys are joining, and I'll answer I'll get to questions after I interviewed this gentleman here, but it's very important that we have to hear what this man said. This guy's taking money out of his own pocket, his own life on the line. He's fighting the criminal justice system basically by himself. How, in the meantime, for folks that are just turning in, I know we have your description to your website. It's also on screen right now. We're going to put it up on screen. This is his website right here. How can folks donate to you? I know you're literally not spending any of this money on yourself whatsoever. It all goes to helping these people who are wrongfully convicted. And you're not just picking people out of anywhere, out of a hat. And see, this is a gentleman exonerated 27 years after prison. You getting this gentleman out of prison. All this money goes to the prisoners. Not a dime goes to you. How can we help out these prisoners? Because, I mean, look at all these people that are wrongfully convicted. And the Sixth Amendment right here basically says, hey, no, I'm sorry. Just how can we help you out first? Before I get into another rant, I'm growing. How can we help you out? How can we donate to you?
So I just want to let the people know where the donations go to. The donation will go to making copy of transcripts. When the wrongfully convicted send papers over, we have to copy them. And what we do, we copy them. We make thousands of transcript copies and we take them to attorneys. We stop by the attorneys and make sure, listen, grab this case. This guy's wrongfully convicted. Is there any way you can look at it, review it, and please let me know if you can take the case. So we make copies out of transcripts. We send hundreds of packages of food and cigarettes to the state. And we have verification from the inmates that will verify what they get every week or every month from us. You know, we send packages, we send cigarettes, we pay for the Securus phone line so they can call. Not just to call because you want to call about a case. You call if you're stressed out, if you have an issue, if you have a problem, you need to call us and conversate with us. We open 24/7 when it comes to that because we know we was in there. We know the situation of what they're going through. So we know. They can donate at, it's the money sign, live, direct, on the air. Money sign, live, direct, on the air.
Live,
live,
Live, direct, no and, right?
No, on the air.
Live, direct,
on the air.
The air. I'm gonna put it up on screen. Tell me if I got it right.
Okay. And we show all the donors where it go to, and they can get in contact with let me see live direct. Yeah, that's it right there. And they can contact, like I said, we have the list. And they can contact individually to know where their money go to. See, a lot of organizations, like I spoke to Jeremy that just made a comment to you right there. Free Jeremy, by the way, 24 years. He's over there by Texas. He's doing a lot of things for us from in there, man. He's helped me out tremendously.
Really?
Yeah, tremendously. People got to go to joinjeremy.org and check him out, his story. But and we have a list that they can actually contact these people and they tell them, listen, hundreds of packages, we do what we got to do. And I've been doing it on my own. And the truth is, Will, that this pandemic has slowed a lot of things down now because now we have bills with my house and with my wife and the things I attend in my home. And now I have an office an hour away that I use to advocate for the prison system that I need to keep up. I pay gas there, I pay the light, I pay the cable, and everything there because this is for them, man. This is for incarcerated lives matter, man.
These are the people that you have to support. I mean, people will buy a pizza, go out to eat once a month. They'll pay for Netflix, which is propaganda. I mean, there's some good stuff on there, sure. They'll pay for Spotify. They'll pay to these large corporations. But what about the little guy? I mean, are these large corporations, are they helping the people that are wrongfully imprisoned, or are they contributing to it, right? So it's right here, guys. Please support Live Direct on the, even if you only got a couple bucks. I mean, I tell people only to donate to me if you've already donated to all the worthy causes and you have more than enough stuff. Well, guess what? Before you donate to me, this is a worthy cause right here. This is a really, 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 really good cause. I stand behind this 100%.
I love you, man.
And Avi will show you how many times have you seen somebody say, "I'll show you exactly where the money goes. You can talk to these mother." That never happened.
It never happens, but I have it because they need to know. A lot of organizations are doing, like Jeremy just told me that a lot of organizations, and I see it too, they come and they say they do this, they do that, and the money's not going where it's going. See, we have the facts of where it's going. We can go to the JPay list, the Securus list, and you can see all the money that goes to guys that don't have no money at all. They don't have no food. They don't have anybody. So we send it, a little $20 something there for them to, to have something.
Dude. Yeah, $20. I mean, in certain places, it's like $10 a minute for the phone. Commissary, we give you some terrible Hanover honey barbecue chips, pretzels. It's terrible. And so the first thing I was going to talk about, what you were talking about, is things are slowing down now because of COVID, right? Well, you're supposed to have a Sixth Amendment says you're supposed to enjoy a public and speedy trial. First of all, that hasn't happened. Then the appeal system has failed these people. The appeals, they've gone through 2 or 3 appeals, almost all of them. And then there's actual nonprofit groups, which they get all this money from regular people. Some of them, I'm sure, even get government grants. And the whole thing is to get people out of prison. And guess what? They failed. But you know who didn't fail? Live and direct on the air. Give this guy $5, $10, $100, $200, $500, $1. Literally, guys, I'm going to pause.
$1. That's right.
Even just $1. If we have all freaking 24 of you guys giving $10, that's $2,400 right there. That's going to people who are literally in the new neo-technology enslavement. This is literal enslavement. These people are in there, and he's not going like, oh, you're a triple murderer, pedophile, and we have all the video. We're going to get you out of jail. No. He's only dealing with people that are unlawfully, illegally, incorrectly incarcerated. These people are rotting in a cell. And the other part about it is the 8th Amendment. Excessive bail, nor excessive fines, nor cruel and unusual punishment.
That's right.
Washington would think about people sitting in a cage for marijuana in the land of the free when he smoked marijuana. Or cannabis, pardon me. Marijuana's a not good term for that.
But you know what's crazy, Will? Not to cut you off, but you know, over there in Texas, they got this thing now too that in the prisons where they're saying that if the guys that are about to be released in a month or 2, they already have a date to come home. They're saying that they can't go home until they finish another program in the system before they go home. So you got a date to go home already, and on top of that, you did all the programs, but you got to do this one program that allows you to go home. Come on, man. Like, you know, it's just one thing. It's one thing after another where the abuse keep coming on these people. Like you said, the courts could have been open, you know, for these guys coming into prison already to come out and deal with their cases. You know, I understand the outside. You can close it out for the outside.
There's more people in a damn Walmart than the courts. And it's even sick. Some of the courts that are open are not open to the public, which how are you still going to get money from the public but not be open to the public?
Not be open, exactly.
Some of them, I even went in there. I'm still dealing with some disorderly conduct charges. I went in there. Dog, one time I was the only person in the courtroom, so I had like anybody else to check me out, make sure. Then one time they have you wait in the hallway. So there's a bunch of crowded people in the hallway. The same thing as if they would have been in the courtroom. And then they came out and they're like, oh, this happened. Wait, you didn't call me in?
Yeah, that's how it is, man.
Wait, you're not calling me into my own court case? Why the freak am I here right now?
It's crazy, man. It's crazy.
This is what happens day after day after day in the United States. And guess what? If you don't got a great attorney, if you're not from the upper class, you're going to jail, buddy. Even if you look like me. Let alone if you're a minority, you know what I'm saying? So it's crazy. Now I wanted to switch gears a little bit too and talk about this podcast that you have. So you talk about your podcast, what you have going on there, and then how can people get in touch with that podcast? How can people follow that podcast?
Okay. So the podcast is liveanddirect.podbean.com. It's you see you was there. It's a big we have a lot of mics, big tables. We do interviews. People come in from out of states. They do interviews there, advocating for other members or their families or friends that are also in prison in other states. So they come there. There's a place to sleep there for the guests. When they come out of state, they shouldn't be staying in a hotel. They should stay there. There's microwave, refrigerator stuff there for them. And what we do, we try to get as many brothers from every prison to call in and speak their story, man. Because I see a lot of platforms are not dealing with this. Having brothers call and speak about their stories and see how other people that are listening in could help out and come in and advocate. And more people is more help.
Yeah.
And so we do that every week. And like I said, anybody that has a topic of a friend, family, and they want to air it out, please go to liveanddirect.podbean.com. Or you can go to Live and Direct on the air. Well, I'm sorry, it's Live and Direct on the air.podbean.com.
Well, I put it in the chat right now. So it's in the chat. I guys, please get a link on the chat. Follow that so you can keep up with the stories. And I mean, we were interviewing a woman from prison when I was on the air with you. And guys, again, the link to donate is right below me. So please get it on screen to this side right here. You'll see the podcast, and you can always go to liveanddirectontheair.com. That's in the description. So get the link in the description, share and like to the podcast right here, and then I just put the link to the podcast in the chat. So make sure you do that. Now, without getting into space and UFOs and NASA and all that stuff and flat Earth, I mean, they told us in 1969 that Richard Nixon picked up the phone and he called somebody on the moon. Okay, that sounds like good technology. However, we were having a conversation in the year 2020 with a woman in South Carolina, and it kept hanging up. So how is it possible that calling somebody in the same time zone as us fails more often than a phone call to the moon in 1969? What the hell is going on there?
Let me tell you something, and you know, I ain't gonna mention where, what jails or whatever, but you know, we got calls from in the system where the correctional department kept hanging up on the phone call, because you know, of course, they don't want us to air out, they don't want the information to go out. But you know, a lot of these brothers down south and other places, man, they you know, they got cell phones, so they're able to advocate, you know, from their own cell phones and their own cells, you know, on the down low, and they call us live from in there, and they send pictures from in there, from their cells and everything, from the food, from the masks that they make, you know, that they're making over these masks that they're taking out of sheets and putting strings in the back of them, which is not, you know, N95s or qualified masks for COVID-19 anyway. But these brothers call from all over, and this is how they reach out with their own system, because the Securus line of this PayPal thing that they're calling from, they keep cutting the calls off because they don't want freedom as a must.
Yeah, guys, I would like you again to please give whatever you can. If it's $1, $2, $3, $300, $3,000, live and direct on the air, and you can send a message. I think on Cash App. I don't even have Cash App, but I think you can send a message. So tell them Fake Mike Real News sent you when you get them over there. I want the most money ever given to these people. I want to say that I helped. I want to say without doing anything, I selfishly helped. So I want everyone to say Fake Mike Real News. Fake Mike Real News sent you. Right? Live and direct on the air. I need some bucks over here because it's not going to Avi. And if you're skeptical, if you think Avi's a liar, well, call his bluff, get in touch with him, and he will show you where the money is going.
Come down. They can come down here. Come down.
And I've been there myself. And me and Mr. America on Auditing America, like, share, and subscribe. We interviewed the gentleman that this guy was in 27 years in jail for nothing. Everyone in his family, except for his daughters, turned their back on him and said, "You're a murdering criminal." Not Avi. Society gave up on him. His family gave up on him. His friends gave up on him. The Court of Appeal, the people and the judges and the juries, all the nonprofits gave up on him, but not Avi. Give this man some money. And tell him,
you know, hey, Will, you know, so I got to thank you too, Mr. America, man, because every time you guys hit any correctional facility, you guys make sure you shout me out, man. And that you know, that alone is support and it's love, man, because you know that's the support we need, man. That right there boosts me up, man, to work even harder, man. Then I got brothers from down, I don't know where, on the other side to shop live and direct on the air, man. So you know, I want to appreciate you and Mr. America, Alan from the Chase Report. You guys are the best, and you know, I appreciate you guys, man, always, man.
Likewise, man. So that's the craziest stuff. Is we're going through this, and yes, shout out to the dude in Netherlands. And Roger, stay over there because I want to talk to you too. But you know, we got Biden coming in. What do you see as the future of this? I do think that, you know, Trump did some good things working with Kardashian there, pardoning some people. Like I said before, though, he didn't pardon a lot of people. I mean, if I was Donald Trump, first of all, I would never be Donald Trump. But if I was Donald Trump, my last day, I would pardon all nonviolent people. I would pardon all political prisoners. You know, you have to be a murderer with a good case or a pedo guy. I hate saying that word. It's tough. But you have to be a really bad guy for me to not want you out of jail, because most of these people in jail are really crazy. But what do you think the future is like for this? Because it's you're in a tough place. Like I said, nobody else is helping you. Nobody else is even doing their own job that they're supposed to be doing. So you're doing it for them. So how can people help you out if they don't have any money to donate? But even if you have $2 I need you to donate and tell them Fake Mike Real News sent you. What are other ways that folks can help you out? And what does the future of this movement look like?
You already know. Share, like, and subscribe. Live and direct on the air, on YouTube, on Instagram, because your follows and your support and your love, it doesn't only show awareness, it makes changes, man. And you know, you guys boost me up to keep moving. Even if it's no money, it's okay. Let's share, like, and subscribe to that Instagram, to that YouTube, and let me go out there. I'm trying to get 1,000 in the YouTube so I can go out there and film in the prisons live, man. So you know, that's something I'm working on right now, and I should have been did this a long time ago, but you know, share, like, and subscribe, man. Show support, man. You know, and show love. That's you know that's what we want.
For real. And you know, everybody here can definitely give. I mean, even my broke ass could give a couple bucks to live and direct on the air. So everybody can do that. And even if you are, or even if you aren't, it takes 2 seconds to send this video. Maybe you don't like the video with me in it because I got the stupid whip. Someone's saying it's a whip in the thing. Someone's saying my whip is stupid. But if this is a whisk, this is actually a fake microphone. It's not a whip. And unless your mom really begs me for it, George. But the point here is, what's going on, guys? What's going on, guys, in the chat? Yeah, and you're absolutely right, Mark C. I am. So you're not getting any help. You're doing all this work, but they can go right on screen right here. You don't like me, or right there, and subscribe to your podcast. Get you out on YouTube, and that's a big thing too. Getting to 1,000 subscribers is a big thing, so you can hit that live. You know what I'm saying? When you're dealing with people,
man, yeah,
it's very, very important. So live and direct on the air.com. It's in the description right now. I want you guys to check all this out. Follow him on Instagram. Follow all of these things. And I want to say shout outs to everybody that's out there that's auditing the prisons too. I see a lot of auditors out there in the chat, and I love you guys. Explode is saying you can live without 1,000 subs. I can't. I need an ego boost.
And you know what, Will? I would like to connect with those brothers, man. I've been looking for brothers that are doing these audits on the prisons. I want to go out with these guys. If there's any audits in Connecticut, please let me know. I definitely want to go out with these guys because I need to show face in these prisons of what I'm advocating about. You know.
And another thing that folks can do too is if you got money too, or even if you got free time. I mean, COVID's still a little bit different, but I mean, this guy went down to the prisons and was talking with people, shooting the shit with them. You know how many people don't even come to visit these people, and they're just in cells by themselves, rotting away,
waiting for the visit. That's right.
Yeah,
they wait for that food package and those cigarettes every month, man. Will they wait for that because they don't got nobody, man? I've seen people in there. The truth is that people treat other people wrong. I'm not a racist. I love everybody. And I've seen how you tend to eat in front of other people that don't have, and that wasn't right. So what we used to do was, listen, we got no problem. You're going to eat with us. You got a duty to do at the end of this here. You're going to wash dishes. This guy's going to do the rice. This guy's going to clean the beans. This guy's going to sazonate the meat or whatever. We all going to do this together, but we all going to eat in here. And that's how we was doing it, man, because it's not right that, people that don't have advocates don't eat, don't have advocates, on top of being in prison. It's not right, man. And I seen all this. I seen all this with my own eyes, Will.
Yeah, and no, it's absolutely crazy because the sad part about all this, and I'm seeing someone say, okay, I see what you're saying, explode. Okay, yeah, you're right. Okay, there are I guess there is apps they're saying that you can go live without 1,000 subs. I was figuring that out too. I don't got enough damn memory on this crappy phone. I'm gonna be upgrading it soon. But
they say you could, but it's just like a regular phone download that you record, like you're recording on your phone, and then you could download it into the YouTube to go through. But if they know how to do it another way, let me know. I'm ready.
Yeah. So I guess live and direct on the air on Instagram would be the best place for people to message you, correct?
Yes.
Reach out. So yeah, guys, if you guys can help, maybe you guys know some lawyers, maybe you guys, and he's got all sorts of stuff going on that we're not even going to be able to touch in this interview here. So check out his Instagram, live and direct on the air, live and direct on the air, live and direct on the air, live and direct on the air. Make sure you go there. He's got a podcast. I'm gonna pull that back up on screen too. And best of all, to sharing the information. And at the bottom right here, live direct on the air on Cash App. That's Cash App right here. Give this gentleman a few bucks. Let him know Fake Mike Real News sent you. That's, people wonder all the time, how can I get involved? How can I help? If you want to feel like you did something and not even get up off your ass, you can send 3, 10, 15, 20 bucks. I mean, how many people out there spend, you know, will splurge and be like, you know what, I'll order another pizza. Or, you know, today I want an awesome blossom from Chili's, right? Baby back. But no, you know, you can save that once. You can save going out, sacrifice one meal going out for yourself, because that $20 is going to go a lot further to people that are incarcerated. And you're going to feel like a better person. It's like the gym. Activism, doing good things like the gym. You don't want to go to the gym. You hate going to the gym. But once you've left that gym after doing your workout, you feel pretty damn good about yourself. Like, yeah, I just went to the gym. I can't wait to go back tomorrow. So give yourself, I mean, literally wired into humanity to release chemicals that make you feel good when you're helping other people out. So just for your own selfish reason, boom, right there, live and direct on the air, live direct on the air, live direct on the air. It's right there. Smash the like, smash the like, smash the like. Yeah, guys. I really want you guys to donate to this guy, and please say Fake Mike Real News sent you, because as I said at the beginning of this interview here, I consider this man a modern day hero. I don't like the term patriot. That's just, some people like it, some people don't. I think they took the word and then they kind of made it. But this guy's a hero. This guy is a true hero right here. He is literally freeing people who are incarcerated wrongfully. And I can only I know
four already.
Four
already. And the rest on the countdown, man. I got a list, man. I got a list of brothers I'm working with and sisters, man. That is crazy, man.
And that just goes to show how, you know, maybe you're like, I don't know about this. Well, guess what? You know, another thing you can do is you can go get involved yourself, because this guy's just a regular guy. He didn't float down to us on a cloud. I know he's an amazing person. I know he's a hero, but he didn't float down to us on a cloud. He's just a regular dude. This regular dude's gotten how many people? 4 or 5 people?
4 people.
Out of jail? That's effing incredible. You could die a happy man knowing that you freed people from modern day slavery. So, I mean, this guy, and do you think the criminal justice system likes that? No. No, they don't. So shout outs to News Now Fort Worth. Thank you so much. News Now Fort Worth is one of the people that has always stuck by me, helped grow my channel, talking about me when they banned my first one. Shout outs to News Now Fort Worth.
Shout out.
Everything. I want you guys, we're going to wrap this up here, but I want to get one final comment from you. But again, guys, I can't tell you how important it is to help these people out. These people have been unconstitutionally locked in a cage. Their families abandon them. Their friends abandon them. Lawyers don't give a shit. The system of appeals.
That's right.
And then the nonprofits, they don't do anything. The media, they don't do anything. But the media sure comes around to Avi after the fact, after you actually freed them.
Definitely.
After you did all the work. They weren't there in the first place, but they sure didn't want to get their damn makeup on the damn thing and act like they did something. No, you didn't do anything. Sat there. Avi did something. Live and direct on the air. Live and direct on the air. His website is right there in the description. His Cash App is right there. Please, guys, please give this man $1, $10, $50, $20, $200. Hey, if you're a Saudi oil billionaire, if you're a Wall Street broker and you got some extra money, give this man $20K. You're going to know where it's going. And if you're still not sure about that, find him on Instagram, live and direct on the air, and say, you know, I'm still a little concerned about this. Can you show me that the money's actually going there? And Avi's going to show you the money.
I got him.
And then you're a rich billionaire. You feel good because, you know, I got all this money, but I also did something good. And even if you give a couple bucks, live and direct on the air, tell them Fake Mike Real News sent you. Avi, any final words? Like I said, your website's in the description. Your podcast, we're going to put it up on screen one more time here. Any final words for the audience? And again, thank you so much for what you do, because you inspire me, dude. You inspire me. I'm thinking, oh, I'm doing this, doing that. That's nothing compared to freeing people from modern day slavery.
And I thank you. I thank you for having me on, and I thank all the followers and everybody that's making comments. Like I said, share, like, and subscribe. Live and direct on the air on Instagram, on YouTube. Live and direct on the air.podbean.com. You know, even if you can't, you know, support in one way, you know, sharing and liking and comment, you know, comments. I love comments, man. Let me know what you think about what we're doing. If you go to Live and Direct on the air on Instagram, you will see everything that you know, I've been working on, and I'm still working on. But we have a lot of people to free, a lot of people to, you know, freedom is a must, and we need your help, man. So, you know, I appreciate you guys, and I love you guys, man.
Well, Avi, thank you very much. God bless you. Keep doing your work. And the thing about Avi is he's going to keep doing his work, regardless.
Definitely.
Regardless if you guys don't share the video, regardless if you guys don't give a damn, regardless if you guys don't even give $1 to money sign live direct on the air Cash App. Just share the stories, man. This guy's doing this work out of his own pocket, out of the goodness of his own heart, and it's having a real effect, a big effect. Imagine if we can get this guy enough money that we can duplicate this all over the country. Can you imagine what that would be like? This one man gets 5 people out of prison. I mean, there's lawyers out there you can't say that about. Okay? Dead ass. There's lawyers out there. Many lawyers that say they haven't got people illegally incarcerated out of prison. This guy's doing God's work from his own pockets, from his own heart, and he's more effective than people that are paid to do this. This is one thing I know. I always say, Stone Cold, don't trust anyone. And I'm still not telling you to trust anyone. I'll give it to you himself. I stand by this gentleman right here. Please, as my farewell wish here, please donate to Live and Direct on the Air, Live Direct on the Air, and find him everywhere. All right, guys, I'll take a couple minutes. Obviously, if you want to hang on, it's up to you.
Yeah.
All right, let's take a couple minutes here for questions. If you guys have any questions, please throw them in the chat now. We'll open it for a little bit of questions with you guys because I know there were some good ones there at the beginning, but I definitely wanted Avi to get his message out because
you know it's crazy, Will, that the brother Jeremy that hit you up on there, he's hitting you right from his cell.
That is crazy. That's actually
he's in Florida prison, somewhere in Florida over there in the Florida area. But he's texting you right from inside the cell. That's how you got to do it, because freedom is a must, man. You got to by any means necessary.
Yes, yeah, I absolutely agree. By any means necessary. As Malcolm X said, if you're not ready to die for it, put the word freedom out of your vocabulary. So let's put the big boy pants on, guys. Everybody says they talk about freedom, but how much do you really care about freedom? Do you care about the freedom of these innocent people in jail? If you're not willing to die for it, I mean, spending money and sharing a video is not even close to dying for it. So thank you, Phil Tilt Frankie, for subscribing. All right, so let's see. We got some chat here. Okay. That's right. RHTV Live will talk to Fake Mike. That's right, guys. Go over his channel. The bogus institution will show no bias when it comes to those that don't conform. That's absolutely right. It doesn't make a difference. You're white, black, brown, purple. If you don't conform to what they say, to the box you go.
That's right.
Full Tilt Frankie, sub to Live and Direct channel, bro. Thank you very much. Will, we're going international. I'll contact you. Oh, yeah. I don't know if you guys know, I got banned from Facebook, too. So I got a new Facebook. Find me on Facebook. So, Roger, definitely send me a message on Facebook. I haven't been on it as much anymore because it's just they destroyed everything that I had there, which is really bad because a lot of people now inbox me. Will, why you delete me? Why you block me? I didn't block anybody. Just so you know, they took me off, not me. We don't have to kill him. We can just put him on a trial due process there, Zega Glop. And then once we're found guilty, maybe you guys can appoint me a judge and I can say just one tar and feathering. Maybe not, but we'll definitely embarrass them. But no violence. Self-defense for sure, but no preemptive violence. Dear Slayer Ski, thank you. Army will be on the streets in Netherlands. That's a scary thought. Freedom is more important now than ever. Absolutely right. Yes, and I said this earlier today with Adam Kokesh. If you look at the history of humanity, of mankind, it's been the struggle for freedom against tyrants. First it was the kings and the queens. Then it was the churches, right? Now there's still countries now that have monarchies. There's still monarchies out there. Shout out to the Netherlands, unfortunately, but there's still multiple monarchies out there, right? And so, and we're just dealing with a new fight for freedom over and over and over again. This guy is literally freeing people. He's literally freeing people. So Live and Direct on the Air, Live Direct on the Air. That's the Cash App right there. I want everybody to go over, like, share, and subscribe to the Cash App. Send them Fake Mike Real News. Sent you. Absolutely, Dwayne Glover. If they gave us the same respect, we'd have it. Stop the chilling effect by giving them the finger when they threaten to arrest you for exercise rights. They don't obey you. Commies come cops at low level enforcers. So there's good ones out there, but unfortunately, a lot of them are just order followers. And I do know some good ones for sure. Full Tilt Frankie, I think you're right. Yeah. Messenger on the cross. you know, this is my new channel. I would love to read some of your comments, but I know some of those words are just gonna trigger the algorithm. And I want to still have a channel to be able to talk to people. People would say, "Oh, why don't you just give up on YouTube? Well, why don't you give?" Because the sleepyheads are there. Because the people that don't know what's going on are here, and that's why it's so important that you guys share the videos and donate to the people that are doing the real things, right? Mr. Westeno's in the house.
Peace.
Peace, Carl Stevenson auditing. Thank you. No, don't be sorry. I'm sorry that I have to censor myself to even be on this. I mean, the only reason I'm self-censoring now is don't be sorry at all. I'm sorry. I should be apologizing to you to censor myself to be on a platform, but I have to reach people. I'm damned if I do it. I'm damned if I don't. It's because if I don't play the rules, if I don't make up new code words for stuff like that, then my videos, I'm already shadow banned. They're not going to reach anybody. The whole point of me doing activism is to reach people, to wake them up, to get these people out of jail. So it sucks because I'm like, that's why I didn't even want to see the P word. You know what I'm saying? So I'm calling them unscrupulous people. So guys, I'm going to wrap this up. I really, really, really want you guys to support this brother right here. I really do. This guy, like I said at the beginning, in the middle, and I'm going to say one more time at the end, this guy is a modern day hero. If the world was true, if the media was true, this guy would be all over the news right now. Local man gets 5 people out of jail on his own strength. Why is that story not on CNN or Fox News?
That's right.
Like, why is that? What? People all do all the stories. I mean, I was at my boy's house last week, and he was like, next at 5, there's a new see-through TV. Like, they're just selling products to you, and it's sickening. Yeah. This man is taking his own hard-earned money, his own blood, sweat, and tears. He's actually literally freeing people from prison. That's the way you donate, right there. Live direct on the air and Cash App, right there. Take that link, donate. Also, the links are in the description to his website. Send them over. Give him a like, share, and subscribe. Find him on YouTube. Find him on Instagram. If you're still skeptical, find him on Instagram. Talk to him one-on-one. He'll have a conversation with you, and we're going to get this figured out. So, again, thank you so much for gracing me with your presence on this show. It's an honor to know you. I mean, I feel good. I feel like I've actually done more work just knowing you. So
you always do a lot.
Well, you know, we got to keep it up because the people that would do harm upon us, they never sleep. And all it takes for men and women, men and women to triumph is for good men and women to do nothing. And as Archbishop Desmond Tutu said, those who are neutral in times of oppression have chosen the side of the oppressor. And I will never choose the side of the oppressor. Ivy will never choose the side of the oppressor. We're just going to keep going our blood, sweat, and our tears, our own heart. We'll never kill ourselves. We'll never kill each other. We're never going to hurt ourselves. We're just going to be kicking it out here. He's got the ill frames in the beard. I've got a fake mic. Almost. Guys, I'm getting better. I need to get my backup one. But guys, please donate. Live and direct on the air. Find them all platforms. Links in the description. Avi, thank you so much, guys. Please get this out. God bless you guys.
Thank you.